Alright guys, so we are in Las Vegas right now, right off the strip at Lotus of Siam Thai restaurant. It's one of the most popular restaurants in Las Vegas, and we're about to try it out and get some northern style Thai food for you guys. Let's do it. So alright guys, so we have a special treat for you guys. You know, we're at Lotus of Siam, one of the most popular Thai food restaurants here in Vegas, and we have the owner or co-owner?
The owner slash daughter, I guess you could say. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is Sabrina, and can you please give us a little introduction about your restaurant?
Yeah, so my name is Sabrina. For this location, I do co-own it with my older sister, Penny. Pretty much the layout for the second location, which is on Flamingo in Paradise, pretty much dictates about the whole story of the creation of Thailand. So Thailand used to be considered Siam, which was part of kind of like the Golden Triangle area of like Burma, Laos, and all that other stuff, kind of in a central area. And with Thailand being called Thailand now, we actually have a lot of different aspects within the restaurant that shows the history, such as like the old market that we used to have, the different ceremonies, the how people dress, and all that other different aspects of history within our own restaurant. As per the food, my mom actually was the one creating the menu. My dad created the wine list at the old location, which is on Sahara. And pretty much for that, it kind of went hand in hand. My mom specializes in northern Thai cuisine. So like the curry dish, such as gang hang lei, which is no coconut milk, because in northern Thailand it's very hard to find. But it's a pork stew with the chili paste, and we put in caramelized red onions, ginger. There's two types of garlic. We have fresh garlic as well as pickled garlic inside of it, stewed to pretty much a great amount of tenderness.
Sounds delicious.
And then we also have another item called khao soi. And that one, I think you guys might have heard about it. That one is pretty much with egg noodle with a curry sauce on top, and it's served with pickled vegetables, red onions, lime, and crispy noodle. And you add all of that into the noodle dish, and you get a sweet, a tangy, a sour, and the spiciness from the onions, all different texture-wise in that one dish. And for that one dish, you can either do as a fancy version, which is the crispy duck with it.
Ooh, that sounds
so it's
crazy.
A fillet of deep fried Oriental style duck, and we chop it into pieces right on top. It's nicely done. Or you can do it more like budget friendly, which is like a khao soi with beef, or a vegetarian style is like khao soi with tofu or vegetables.
Dope. Yeah, I've actually been to Chiang Mai, and I've had the khao soi there at like a lot of like the little restaurants there, so I'm really excited to try the khao soi here. I hear that that's like your top dish, right?
Yeah, so with one cool thing about our khao soi, so our khao soi beef, we actually marinate it in the chili paste itself and gradually stew it so that it's nice and tender, so that when we serve it and you guys eat it, it's actually super soft, and also the curry sauce itself has already been mixed into it.
Ooh. Nice. So I'm getting that for sure. She sold me. She's a great sales lady. But well, for my friend here, what are like the top 3 to 5 dishes besides the khao soi?
So if you want to stick to the northern menu, I would suggest doing tham kanon, which is pounded jackfruit. It usually comes with ground pork. There's cherry tomatoes, galanga, red onion, and it's stir fried, served with a side of red onions, garlic, and lightly fried dried chilies. And that one's really good to eat with sticky rice. That's kind of a staple in northern Thailand for when I'm over there.
Okay.
Another one that's pretty good, if you guys want to try to spend a little bit, is the garlic prawns. So that one's our signature dish, which is butterfly U15 prawns, sauteed in our secret oil sauce with a little bit of garlic, and that one has the shell. And we specifically deep fry it in a specific way where you can eat the shell similar to a potato chip.
Ooh, wow, okay. That sounds really good.
And a third dish, it would really depend.
Yeah, you guys have a lot of, I mean, I was going through this menu. It's very lengthy. There's so many things here. I'm sure you can't go wrong with anything, but
I mean, if you want to go with like a beef dish, you can't go wrong with the classic, which is Neyam Gatiem. Or Neyam Gatiem is pretty much steak on top of shredded cabbage with a garlic sauce.
is that like Crying Tiger?
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
Sarong Hai is steak as well, but it's marinated in a specific sauce, and it's served with a really kind of like a tangy, spicy sauce off to the side.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. This
problem.
sounds all good. Doesn't look like we could go wrong with anything. I'm getting hungry just listening to her describe the dishes, so we're gonna order next. Thank you, Sabrina,
No problem.
for the invite. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, guys. So this is the crispy rice pork salad. Is one of the recommended dishes on the Northern Thai menu. So let's try it out. All right. Oh my goodness, that was terrible. Try some of this. See, guys, they specialize in Northern Thai food, so we had to, try it out. So let's try it out. So it looks like there is so much spices in here, so much, I can already smell the fragrance, but enough talking, let's try it out. Wow. It's a very sophisticated dish. A burst of flavor in your mouth. My head is a bit tingling right now because it's pretty spicy. But there's just like so much, fragrance in it. There's like peanuts in here, red onions, cilantro, and the texture comes from the crispy rice. It's a bit burnt. There's a Vietnamese dish like that. Actually real burnt rice that you eat, but this burnt rice is like not as sticky. It's like, it's hard to explain. It's like broken apart, broken rice and burnt. So, and you get like fresh taste from these like sliced raw mangoes. I think these are raw mangoes, right? Yeah. And there's like little pork sausages in here. Pretty good dish. It's very fresh, salad, an interesting dish. It's not your typical, what you get at your typical Thai restaurant.
So we ended up getting a sweeter wine. This is a German Riesling. Now, I've been to Germany and I've tried it over near their vineyards. Amazing. So I'm looking forward to trying this. And this is what Sabrina recommended that we paired with the food. So we went with the sweeter wine, and then I'm gonna try out this rice. Oh, wow, that's good. It's really nice and sweet. It goes down real smooth. And let me go. I love spicy, so I know Dan just said he thought it was pretty spicy. Oh wow, it's crispy rice. Crispier. You have to excuse me, I haven't really had Thai food, so this is a treat for me. That's amazing. Wow. I don't usually eat rice. I'll eat this rice though. Thumbs up.
Okay, so Sabrina was gracious enough to bless us with these deep fried back ribs on the house. Thank you, Sabrina. But yeah, there's this special Thai sauce right here too. Guys, Thai food, Thai people don't play with their spices. My tongue is still on fire from the salad. Anyways, Sabrina said that we should pair, some of these dishes with some, cognac or whiskey. So I got look at this nice large cube. This is the Kashi, Japanese whiskey. So yeah, salud. Salud to you. So let's try these ribs, Without further ado, see some crispy fried garlic on here. Ooh, it's hot. They just deep fried it. Alright, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna go ham on these ribs. There's only one way to eat ribs, and that's with your hands, so. So these ribs are, really crispy and deep fried from, the batter, and they're surprisingly juicy inside, but, You know, it's not too much flavor, which is why I'm pretty sure they added this Thai chili sauce right here. So this is a must. I feel like we gotta try it with this. Let's try it out. Fish sauce in there as well, for sure. It's a bit tangy. Adds to the flavor of this. This is really good, guys. Fire. It's so fatty though, cause it's like it's already ribs, very juicy, and they deep fried it, so it's extra crispy. This is the main dish right here. Crispy duck khao soi. So it's basically like fried egg noodles in a curry sauce with the oriental styled crispy duck. Alright guys, so this is the main dish. I've had this before in Chiang Mai. Actually, I'll link the video below, but this is a while ago. I had this in Chiang Mai, northern Thailand. This is their specialty dish because it's one of the Chiang Mai's and northern Thailand's specialty dish, khao soi. It's a very exotic dish. It's not typical everyday Thai food. You know, Thai food lovers be like, I love pad Thai, I love pad see ew, but this is that real Thai food right here, guys. Let's do it. Taste the noodles first. Wow, there's a lot of coconut milk in that sauce for sure. It's a thick curry. There's a little bit of spice in that coconut sauce. Let's try it with the crispy duck right here. Really excited for this. Let's try it out. Skin, you can tell the texture is nice and crispy. Wow, that was amazing. The crispy duck is a must get to pair with the khao soi. It's a stark contrast to the milkiness of this dish. It's like really crispy and fried. It's a tad bit salty, but it gives it that, you know, contrast you need to these soft noodles. Let's try it out again. So the skin is super crispy, and there's like a layer of the duck fat, and then you get the tenderness of the meat, but then pairing that with these khao soi noodles, this is fire, guys. Really good dish. It's a banger. Not overhyped at all. I've heard a lot of great things about this place, but these khao soi noodles are just on par with the ones in Thailand, if not better. Well, I think it's better because of the crispy duck, but I think the noodles at the place I had at Chiang Mai were, you know, handmade. They're really good, so I can't knock that place. How's it?
So I added lime over to the khao soi.
That's my favorite dish so far, the crispy duck khao soi. What do you think of it?
Wow, I like it. It's really good. Like you said, it does add, if you put like the different condiments over there with the lime and stuff, you really get like an explosion of flavors. It's amazing. It's like an Asian curry-ish spice to it. I'm sorry guys, I don't really know much about Thai food, but it's good. I like it.
Pair it with this Japanese whiskey. Ooh, really smooth, very crisp, slight sweetness. I think I'm ready to move on to my next dish. So this is a jackfruit salad right here. Tam Nan Kun, I think it was called. Tum Can Noon, which is shredded young jackfruit, ground pork, tomatoes, and northern Thai spices and seasoning. They said to pair it with this pickled cabbage, red onions. So I'm gonna do that. But let's try it. Cheers. Wow, that was interesting. I thought the jackfruit would give it like a little sweetness, but this is on the, you know, saltier and spicier side with still a lot of fragrance. A lot of these dishes, like I said, so much spices, herbs involved in it. Just like, if you come here with a cold and your nose is stuffy, this would definitely clear it up because so much fragrance. The texture in this salad is amazing. Can't tell if it's from the jackfruit. No, it's definitely from the jackfruit. It's shredded, so it kind of gives the dish like a very good, like soft, tender texture with the shredded pork. The spices and herbs are what really completes the dish. It's fire, guys. And that's also a little bit on the spicy side, not as spicy as the other salad, but
Are the crispy baby back ribs.
We'll try the back ribs. Let's go. Wow. There's good ribs.
Did you try it with sauce?
I did not try the sauce yet. Ooh. It adds a little sourness and spice to it. Yeah. Wow. I've never really had fried back ribs before. Wow. This is cool. Asian back ribs. And a German Riesling. Cheers. Subscribe to Dan vs. World. He's doing amazing stuff, guys. So I'm always pleasantly surprised by Thai food because I don't really eat Thai food that much. Like I'll be honest with you. I only know like chicken pad Thai number 6 in the hotness scale. But this northern dish with like jackfruit and like some veggies, like it has the texture. I know it's pork, but it has the texture of like tuna, and the spice and everything in it. Bellissimo, fantastico.
we have some rice and
Sticky rice.
sticky rice. I love sticky rice to pair with all these dishes, but like I said, the main dish here was this cow soy right here, crispy duck. Didn't disappoint. It's my favorite dish by far. 10 out of 10. Must recommend. You got to get the crispy rice, crispy duck, cow soy when you come here. This is like fire orgasm in your mouth. It's really good if you guys haven't had cow soy before, but you know, you gotta do it Asian style. When you eat sticky rice, you gotta eat it with your hands. I'm sorry, I might be at a restaurant. You might call me rude. It's all good. You gotta stick to the roots. You gotta eat the sticky rice with the fingers. And I'm gonna dip it a little bit with this cow soy right here. Shout out to all the Asians out there. There's a slight sweetness of sticky rice. A lot of texture, very carby. I love sticky rice, guys. So we're gonna finish the rest of this meal. Thank you guys for watching. Lotus Siam is everything it was hyped up to be. This crispy duck, cow soy, fire. Can't keep talking about this one. Amazing dish. So yeah, guys, like the video, like it. Comment down where you want us to go next in Las Vegas, and subscribe for more food vlogs. Deuces.